I hereby summon all my imps. Hey everybody, it's Annabelle. I'm just getting off of a 24-hour stream of Marvel Snap for the new game out by Ben Bird and Second Dinner. Why am I getting off a 24-hour stream of Hearthstone, of Marvel Snap? Is it because somebody paid me? No, nobody paid me for this. I didn't get a dime for this. I wasn't one of the people who was put into the pre-registration or the beta of any of this. I wanted to give it a fair chance on this and wanted to give it a fair review by taking 24 hours and playing it continuously for basically 24 hours straight. And what I can see about it at this particular time is it needs some more work in the oven. It needs some more tinkering around. It's not a game that you're going to play for 5 hours, 6 hours straight, 7 hours straight. It's good for 5 minutes at a time. It's a good 5-minute game. It's a good 7-minute game. It's a good game to do in between coffee run or on your smoke break or something like that. Now some things that are interesting, and because again I'm gonna give this a fair review, and I'm gonna speak clearly, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this because again nobody paid me to do any of this. It right now, if you get it on Steam, the inbox doesn't show up on Steam, which is you're missing out on some rewards for not having that inbox from Steam. So that needs to be rectified at some point. Another thing that you need to know is you need to go down to this button down here to get back to your main menu. And up on the main menu, if you're running Steam, this is the button that'll do your music volume, your graphic quality, your frames per second, your full screen, and this will give you everything that you need. So this is your missions board. These are the different missions that you get. You get weekly challenges. You get some syndrome challenges that are currently, symbiote challenges that are currently being ran right now. What's nice about these symbiote challenges is that when you first unlock them, when you get past the tutorial, you get all of them at once. So the one for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5 will all be unlocked at the same exact time. So you don't have to unlock 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. And what's nice about that is some of them are layer over each other, so that way you can do multiple at the same time. You have 2 different forms of currency. You have what is known as your credits. These are your credits, and this is your gold. So you go into the shop, you have the credits, and you have the gold. The credits, you get 50 free credits every single day. The current currency exchange is 1.25 credits per gold. These both equal out to the same of 1.25. I did check to make sure that there wasn't a better deal by buying the 500 as opposed to buying the 150. Basically, you don't have to worry about anything in the purple section, the green section, or at this point. There's a couple different types of rarity when you go into the game. The rarity has nothing to do with the game. They call it quality instead of rarity. There's no difference between, this is what's known as a common, which has the white border on it, And then the next step up that you have is that then you go to a green border, which it breaks the frame. They call it a frame break. Then the next one that you go up after that is when you go to being a rare, which is kind of this blue, which is when you kind of have this 3D-ish quality on it. So this will be a blue. And that's what they call 3D. And then after that, you run into what is called an epic here. Epics are kind of these purplish borders. This is an epic. And it kind of has this, it's called a animation on it. So it kind of looks like it's more animated with the background. And then the one that you get after epic is legendary, which is kind of this orange quality here. Oh, sorry, let me go to legendary. Hang on. Do I have any legendaries left? Oh, I just got a legendary left. Yeah, because this is about to turn into an ultra. So legendaries have this, what is known as shiny label, where the kind of the label gets all shiny, like it's almost a foil card now. And these turn into, and then after legendary, you move into ultra, and this is what kind of an ultra looks like. And ultras have what's known as an animated frame, where kind of the frame has little glow things on it. So that you can have a card that looks like this. And then after this, you go to infinite. To go from a common to a green is 25 credits. To go from a rare, to go from an uncommon to a rare is 100 credits. To go from a rare to an epic is 200 credits. Epic to a legendary is 300 credits. Legendary to ultra is 400 credits. And ultra to infinity is 500 credits. You earn credits by doing missions. You can get some on the season pass. You can get some credits on the season pass. You can also pick up credits by going up your collection level. This is where you actually unlock your collection. These ones right here are the ones that say credit. They kind of look like a credit card. These ones over here are the cards that you already have unlocked. If you don't have a card unlocked that looks like this, it says mystery card. Now, don't get that confused if you see, because besides mystery cards, you can also pick up all these things called mystery variants. Now, a variant is only going to be what you already have. Now, you pick up variants very early on in the game, which is kind of an interesting thing and kind of a weird thing. So, if you look at some of the cards that I already have, and if I sort these alphabetically, you'll see that at least, even with me not playing this for a very long time, I've already picked up some variants on here. Let me make sure I have that on there. No, Here you go, Mr. Sinister. There's his normal version, and there's his variant version, and there's absolutely no difference between the two. And it's not like you can play two Mr. Sinisters in your deck if you have a variant. If you want to create a deck, it's up here where you actually create your deck. It's in this little button up here. So if I pick Mr. Sinister here, and you pick here to add him to the deck, you'll see that both parts of him are now locked out, so I can't pick him now. Now once you create your deck, we'll just create a deck here real quickly. It'll put it in numerical order in your deck. Okay, if you want to name your deck, you go up to here in the little hamburger to name your deck. This is where you can paste your deck, this is where you can share your deck, this is where you can change the background on your deck. And if you go up to here, and the trash button is where you would cancel or delete a deck, you can cancel it. Make sure you say do it. There are a couple different types of cards on here. There's what's known as an on-reveal card. An on-reveal card is basically the same as a battle cry in a lot of other games, where when it's revealed, this happens. So in this particular case on Hawkeye, if you play a card here next turn, this gets +2 power. This is your power. This is your cost. The max cost that you'll ever see in this game is 6 for how much energy it costs. This is how much energy it costs. And this is the one, this shows you how much power you actually get off of having it in that location. So next turn, if you play another card on this, this will go from being a 1 to being a 3. So it'll be a 1 mana, 3 power minion basically. Ongoing effects are effects that basically happen every single turn. They either work every single turn, or they basically keep up and going. So like, as long as this is on the field, no matter where it is, the adjacent locations will have +2 power. The next one that you have is what's known as a destroy card. This one will discard a card out of your hand or destroy something. They usually have a large power for their small cost because they usually discard a card from your hand. Now there are decks that can work around that as an advantage as opposed to a disadvantage. The next one is called move. So move are cards that can actually move from location to location, either once per game or multiple times per game, or can move multiple cards in a game. And then the next one that you have after that is what's known as destroy. Now destroy isn't the same as discard. Destroy will actually destroy the card on the field, not in your hand. That's what discard does. And then the last one that you have is what's called a no ability card. Now you start out with some no abilities to start out with, because you'll get one of each of the no abilities. You start with Misty Knight, and she's your 1, and the Chakras the 2, and Cyclops is the 3, Thing is the 4, Abomination is the 5, and Hulk is the 6. And you'll have certain ones like, even though White Tiger, it has an ability where she's on reveal. Her tiger, her actual tiger, is a no common basic card. And there are certain locations that work off of that. Now that's the first part of it. Now one of the problems that you're running into is the fact that I at least thought, maybe I was misinformed, maybe I was mistold, that there would be so many locations that you'd basically be rare for you to see the same location twice or thrice in a day, in a week, that there would be like 500, 600 locations that you wouldn't even remember them. I've been playing this for 24 hours, and basically I can tell you what every location does just by quickly looking at it, which is a blessing and a curse with this game. And there are certain locations that have like specialty bonuses. Like, I think at this particular point, like the Daily Bugle is running as a specialty point, so you'll see that one more often. I just wish that it was more unique each and every time about what it can do. And when it comes to the monetization part of it, it is very hard to get the monetization to swallow. The credits that you start with, the gold that you start with, I have burnt through all the credits and all the gold that I have been given, and I've been grinding for 24 hours straight. And I know I'm just starting out, but if you look at my collection here, let me give a fair representation here. Hang on. I mean, this isn't the entire collection. And it's kind of upsetting that you do get the variants before you even get all the cards. I know certain people would have liked the variants more, but the thing is, in order to play this game, you need cards. You need in order to play interesting decks, in order to play unique decks, and you're going to need cards. The only way that you can get cards, because if you look at like what I don't own, look at all the stuff that I don't own. I mean, look at all the stuff that I don't own in any way, shape, or form. I mean, just look at all that. I mean, and the ones that are grayed out are ones that I've seen in the game but I don't own, and the ones that are completely grayed out are ones that I don't even know what kind of card they're supposed to be at this point. Just that there's a card that exists for them. And let's say I wanted hazmat for whatever reason, okay? I have absolutely no way of getting hazmat right now. That's 100% guaranteed. If I go to the shop, hazmat is not anywhere here. Now, I could get a variant of Wolfsbane or Hawkeye, or I could get a booster for one of my characters, but there's no way that I can get it. The only way that I can possibly get hazmat is if I get lucky, and hazmat happens to be one of these mystery cards that you get. And I get that you don't want to have a meta because that everybody just makes the best deck on day one, but eventually people are going to have every single card and are just going to make the meta. And to put that behind a paywall, a pay gate, a pay anything is hard. And I know that you can say, well, you don't have to buy them, but you can get them off of the card variations. But to have, I'm going to say 80% of your cards locked away right off the bat, just feels bad, especially for people who weren't in the betas, weren't in the alphas, and they're just starting on this now. I want this to be a good game. I want this to work. it can be fun, it can be interesting. I just feel that there also needs to be proper criticism put out on this game. It's if you just started out with all the heroes unlocked, except maybe like the ones that you're putting away for the season pass right now, and just said that all you were looking for was the variants, you'd still have people fighting for the variants. Some of the variants look great. I'm not gonna lie, some of the variants look amazing. I mean, look at this variant for the Hulk, this 8-bit variant. That's a cool variant. Here's one for Wolfsbane. That's the classic, like, original comic book style. Here's one for... And I mean, there's season pass, there's missions, there's gold, there's credits, there's daily news, and there's two different types of premiums. Now there's the premium that shows, and the thing about this premium pass is there's a premium pass that shows right off the bat, and there's an actual second premium pass that they don't even show you about until you click into it. That's right here. That's for $14.99, where not only do you get the premium pass, but you also get an extra 10 levels on it. And it doesn't show that anywhere here. I mean, I want this to work, but at this particular point, I think it needs to be done, and that's why I might still that it say it's in beta stance, because when you look at the stuff, it says beta. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, remember, play for fun.